Beth Mead is about to snatch the 2026 Ballon d'Or from Aitana Bonmati's grip. Yeah, Aitana's won back-to-back, but Beth's building a case that's impossible to ignore. We're talking stats, trophies, and that unbeatable story voters love. And get this, most people think Salma Paralluelo or Sam Kerr takes it next. Wrong. Beth's the dark horse who's already pulling ahead. I've crunched the numbers from her Euros runs and this season's fire. Trust me, this isn't hype. Today, I'll break down 5 reasons why she wins it, starting with the one that'll surprise you most. Before we dive in, please take a second to subscribe and share your thoughts about Beth Mead in the comment. You're getting more than just predictions here. I'll show you why Beth's path crushes the competition, with insights you won't hear on mainstream pundit shows. This isn't recycled talk, it's the hidden edges that make her unstoppable. Stick around, and you'll see exactly how 2026 plays out. So, how does she do it? It all starts at home, not in the headlines or the awards, but on the pitch in North London. Because if Beth's going to take the Ballon d'Or from Aitana, she needs to build her case from the ground up. And that begins with Arsenal. Arsenal's push for the WSL title has become the backbone of her resurgence. They're sitting 5th right now with 10 points from 7 games, but they've only lost once and are closing fast on leaders Chelsea. The early season grind is behind them and momentum's building. Watch her play 3 assists in 6 appearances, including that pinpoint cross to Russo against Brighton. She's been subbed in half the matches, but still causes chaos every time she steps on. Her expected assists? Already at 2.2. Give her consistent starts, and she's on pace for 15 by the end of the season. Why does that matter? Because Ballon voters love dominance, especially when it fuels a title run. If Arsenal lift that WSL trophy in May, Beth's MVP-level form becomes the anchor of her Ballon campaign. It's the proof she's back at the top, and it sets the stage for everything else to come. Arsenal's rise is just the launchpad, the proof she's back at her peak. But club form alone doesn't win golden balls. Legacy does. And when it comes to legacy, nobody in women's football touches what she's done for England. That's where the real power lies. 2 Euros titles, 1 golden boot, and a record that no one else can touch. This is her best weapon, pure hardware. Euro 2022, 6 goals, 5 assists, golden boot, and player of the tournament. Then Euro 2025, for goals, 6 assists, even after missing a penalty in the final. England went back-to-back, and Beth was the spark both times. Think of that curler against Norway. That's not just a goal, that's a statement. No other winger in the game has led her country to consecutive major wins like that. Salma might have flair, Kerr might have power, but Beth? She's got medals and moments. And that's what Ballon voters remember. FIFA loves stories like the lioness who carried her nation twice. This isn't just about stats, it's legacy written in gold. 2 Euros trophies, 2 summers of history, you'd think that's enough to define a career. But Beth doesn't stop there. Because legends don't live in the past, they keep writing new chapters. And her next one starts with the World Cup qualifiers. The draw's tomorrow, November 4th. England's in pot 1, which means a soft group Finland, maybe Poland. Matches kick off February 2026, 2 per window. Beth's already sharp from the friendlies, like that 3-0 win over Australia, where she ran the wing like she owned it. Expect 8 to 10 goals across qualifiers, especially when she captains in Leah's absence. This stretch matters more than people realize. It's consistent exposure, building that unstoppable image right through to the Ballon voting window. By the time the world's watching again, Beth won't just be back, she'll be unavoidable. Those qualifiers are about more than momentum, they're proof she's still evolving. And when you zoom out and look at the numbers, it's impossible to ignore. Her stats aren't just good, they're elite. 7 goals and 3 assists in her last full WSL season. This year, she's still searching for her first goal, but already has 3 assists in limited minutes. That pace projects to double digits once she's fully fit. Internationally, she's averaging 1.6 goal involvements per 90. Her Champions League goal this month? Pure class, timed run, one-touch finish, total composure. That's what wins votes. consistency, production, and confidence under pressure. Ballon voters aren't looking for one-season wonders. They reward players who sustain greatness. And Beth's proving she's not just back from injury, she's redefining her peak. Numbers are the language of football. But emotion, that's the language of the people who vote. And if there's one thing Beth Mead has more than anyone else, it's heart. Her story is what makes her unstoppable. She's been open about the pain of losing her mom, and instead of hiding from it, she turned it into purpose. She funds scholarships for girls in Teesside, creating opportunities where she once dreamed of having one. She speaks publicly about resilience and mental health, connecting with fans on a level stats could never measure. Voters gave Alexia Putellas her ballon in 2021 for a comeback. Beth's journey, from heartbreak to global inspiration, is stronger. It's not just a story of goals and assists, it's a story of impact. She's grown beyond the pitch into someone who moves the sport forward. So let's step back for a second. Arsenal's climb gives her the club platform. The Euros cement her legacy. The qualifiers build her spotlight. The stats prove her consistency. And her story? That's the final blow, the one thing no rival can match. That's why when October 2026 comes and her name echoes across that stage, it won't feel like an upset. It'll feel like justice. Proof that resilience beats reputation every time. If you believe it too, hit like, drop Beth 2026 in the comments, and share this with someone who still doubts her. And if you want to follow her rise in real time, join the Flicks community, weekly deep dives, inside stories, and the journey to football history. See you there.